Hi, this is Jasmine Branch from the University of West Alabama's mentorship program, and this is my mentorship guide. So, one of the questions is, how do you make the most out of your mentorship? I think it's so important in that initial assessment where they're beginning to match you with the mentor that you are very transparent about what it is that you need. For me, that has been pivotal in creating a good mentorship. Knowing those things that are important to me, knowing my status, like as far as those things that are real life issues that I face, being very transparent about that initially helped be matched to somebody who was perfectly aligned for me. Another thing that's important to making the most out of your mentorship is being able to be self-aware. Know those things that are barriers for you, those things that are barriers to your education. For me, an example, time management. Working full-time mom, full-time student, those things are often competing for my attention. So I knew going into mentorship that time management would be an issue where I needed assistance. So taking that to the table in my meeting with my mentor, how do I manage my time? How do I figure out how to balance these things to where everything is being taken care of and I'm not being burned out? So understanding your barriers. Another one for me that my mentor helped me to identify is finances. So when I initially returned to school, I was paying for education out of pocket. So practical things like setting a budget, being able to set a schedule as to how long it would take me to complete my education if I were paying for it out of pocket. So again, those things that are barriers for me, taking those to my mentor, discussing those with her, and then her holding me accountable as far as how we have decided to address them and how we decided to overcome those barriers. So being upfront and transparent initially about where you are, what your status is, and what things that you are looking for going into a mentorship, and then also being willing to identify the barriers that are in the way of you completing your education and being open to suggestions and solutions other than those that you can come up with on your own. So those two things are very pivotal to making the most out of your mentorship, is being present, being aware, and using it to your advantage when there are things that you don't necessarily know the answer to, depending on your mentor to either A, provide the answer, or B, connect you with someone who knows the answer is important. So creating that trusting, working relationship with another person, expecting them to be able to help you and to guide you through this education process. I really hope this helps.